Hi everyone, it's Lori. Saturday morning. I did do my hair today, and I'll tell you why. I've had such an experience the past couple of days. Okay, so yesterday I took my son out for dinner. We went to this amazing place. It was one of those Japanese restaurants where they cook the food in front of you, and I've been to a ton of these, but this one was like extra special. Really vibrant kind of, first of all, it's gorgeous, and then a very vibrant kind of atmosphere, you know, busy. But then when they seat you at the table, the sushi chef or the chef that cooks, it like goes over and above what they normally do. You know, they do all the tricks and everything like that, but it's like really loud and fun and like a great place to take a kid, although he was the only child at the table. And then, you know, those like ketchup squirt bottles, they go around the table and they have sake in it, and they squirt from like really far until you can't hold any more in your mouth. And they even did it to my son, but his had Sprite in it. So and I got it all over me. It was just really, really fun. So I had like a large sake plus that. So I was feeling no pain, right? So I decided afterwards, bring my son, I wanted to get my a piercing. My son has come with me before to get my nose pierced, so, you know. And he has his ear pierced actually, but he didn't get it from a piercer because you have to be 16, so I had to take him to Claire's, so they did his ear that way. And so we go to the piercer and park the car, and I ended up getting my tragus on both sides pierced. This is your tragus, that little thing right there. And as you can see, I got like a little gold captive bead ring. And they're a little swollen, like right here, it feels a little swollen. But you can't really even see it with my hair covering it, but you know, I know it's there and I like it. You know how I like tattoos and piercings. So anyway, so we go to leave the tattoo place or the piercing place, and my car is gone. It got towed, which is just like the worst feeling because it doesn't register in your head right away. You're like, oh my God, where's my car? And my son was like, Mom, the car's gone. So I was like, shit. It got towed, and it was freezing here. It was like wind chill and freezing here last night. So luckily I'm friends with these people at my tattoo piercing place, so I go back in and they were like, oh yeah, that place across the street will tow you in a second. I was only there for like a half an hour, so and they said, and you know, to get your car, it's like down the block, around the corner, da da da, and they'll only take cash. So I called the place. First of all, we walked across the street to look at the sign to see where it was towed to and the number. I call them, yep, my car's there, $131 cash. So meanwhile, this piercing that wasn't all that expensive ends up costing me over $200. I was not happy. Luckily the piercer also had an ATM machine there so I could get cash out, and luckily I had cash, you know, like money in that particular account. So I never carry cash on me. So we walk in the freezing cold several blocks, pick up the car. Felt so violated. Like I didn't think that they could get in the car, but they did, because the seatbelt was like wrapped through the steering wheel and it was in neutral. Just violated. So many other things I would have wanted to spend $131 on, but okay, there's nothing I can do at this point. So I wake up this morning and I said, you know, I'm going to wash my hair because I had a little bit of blood on the earring, and so I wanted to, like, I didn't want to put anything there. So I washed my hair and it was wet, obviously. And I always clean my ears with Q-tips, but I had to be careful because, you know, I don't want to touch the piercing. And I go to clean this ear, and I don't know if it was the angle or what, I heard this pop and then the pain. Like, I started to cry. It was so painful. So I lay down on the bed. My son was like, Mom, are you going to be deaf? Do we need to call 911? I was just like, no, just get me Kleenex. It hurts. I looked it up on like Google, and people said, you know, you probably punctured your ear, the membrane before your eardrum, so the pain stopped. I wasn't in any more pain, but then crunching sound every time I even move my head. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Like the sound that you have when you have water in your ear, but I know I didn't have any water. So I blew dry my hair and put the blow dryer there, and you know, just in case there was any wetness. And so I called the doctor, and they said it's really hard to puncture that membrane. That, you know, this nurse, she's been a nurse for 25 years. She's never seen anybody do it. So I'm going to ask all of you, have you ever done anything like this? I mean, I heard a pop. There is pain, then it goes away. So I asked her, well, you know, what would they do if I did puncture my membrane? She said nothing. So I said, they don't give drops or like antibiotics? She said, no, not really. I mean, unless it started to look infected. So I said, okay, and what is the crunching sound that I'm hearing? She said, well, maybe you pushed some earwax further in and it's rubbing up against the membrane. So I don't feel great. Like, I feel like this is just gonna annoy the hell out of me. And of course, I'm the kind of person, I'm like, oh God, is it ever gonna go away? So that's my morning. So not, you know, and then I didn't want to go to the doctor because they're gonna have to look at my ears, and I have this like new piercing that's gonna hurt if they put the thing in. So I just hear crunching, but I actually look pretty good, if I do say so myself, for all the tragedies that I've had. I just want to show you what I have on my face and a couple of things that I'm really loving, loving. I didn't put this all over my whole face. I started just under my eyes because I find that it's a really great cover-up or concealer because it's a lighter color than is really suited for me to wear as a foundation. But I did kind of spread it out very thinly, so I'm not really wearing any foundation. This is my BB cream by Leo Ellie. It's this right here, which I know you've seen. Comes with the pump. So I just put a little bit on the back of my hand and went under my eyes, and it covered dark circles. And I have to say, my skin is looking really, really good these days. I'm going to attribute it to really taking care of it, like making sure that every night I take off my makeup. And I know that this is like something that we all try, you know, strive for, but we don't always do it. And obviously I'm guilty of that as well. It makes such a huge difference because your skin does replenish and rejuvenate while you're sleeping. And it can't really do that as well when you have makeup on. It's just like suffocating it. So I actually take off my makeup, clean my face. I don't even necessarily moisturize sometimes, maybe just in some dry areas. Sort of try and let the natural oils moisturize my skin. Anyways, whatever I'm doing is working because my skin has never looked this good. And this is my problem area. I have some scarring, so that will never go away. But, you know, my forehead. Okay, I didn't put a lot of foundation or that BB cream on my forehead just because I have my bangs covering. And one less thing to, you know, put stuff on. Then as my bronzer, which is looking a little orangey, but in the viewfinder, but it's really not in real life. It's really subtle. Is this NYC Smooth Skin, you know, in Sunny, which I really, really like that. On my eyes, oh my God, I just love this. It's the False Lashes by L'Oreal Voluminous False Lashes. I do 2 coats, and it really, this is going to be my holy grail mascara, I can just tell. On my lips, I just love it. My concealer by NARS in I think you can see it. I don't know what color it is. That, and then over it, to give it a little gloss, because it does get a little dry, this is my Holy Grail lip gloss. I just love the consistency of it, and it lasts so long. It's the Clinique Long Last Lip Gloss in Air Kiss. It's my favorite color. It's my favorite lip gloss. I just cannot be without this. It's just perfect. Okay, then on my eyes, I'm wearing my MAC Paint Pot Soft Ochre, but you don't really need to with this next product, but I did because I have a lot of brown, naturally brown on my eyelids, and rather than wearing anything up here with a color, I just use that soft ochre. But my Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color in khaki, that's the color. This is the stick. It glides on like butter. Like butter. That's it right there. Blend it out before it sets. Blends beautifully, right? It's the only color I'm wearing, so I just like go close to my lash line, blend it up, and that's it. So you get that sort of gradient effect. It looks like I've done something special when I really haven't. I loved it so much, I did go out and get the same stick but in smoke, which is like a black. It isn't black, but it is. It's just, it's like probably a very, very dark gray. You can see it there. But it blends beautifully. It stays in the waterline as long as anything I've ever had stay in the waterline. And what I sometimes like to do is just line the top with the black and sort of smudge it so that it's really dark at the lash line. So I am totally loving these. I probably will end up getting all the colors. There's amethyst, there's a green, I think, there's a silvery, I won't get that one, and then there's like a really light color. I did end up getting this, but I'm going to return it. I never even opened it. The Makeup Forever Kohl Pencil Crayon thingy. As you can see, it's still sealed. This color is like a purple. Can you see that? A deep purple, and it's specifically made for your waterline, so I thought, wow, you know, that's going to be really great because I love Makeup Forever, and I don't need a harsh black. This looked really pretty, but since I got this, and I can get the same kind of look on the inner rim, I'm just going to return it because I don't need another one. So I got this. It's a NARS. Now, I don't like the NARS lip glosses because they have a really terrible smell, but this one is from their new line called Larger Than Life, and it does not have that same smell, taste, whatever. This color is called Sucre, which means sugar, and it's gorgeous. I don't know, maybe I will keep it. I haven't decided. I haven't opened it, so it's a beautiful pink. Sometimes I don't like, you know, I like a warmer look. When I do the pink, it makes it cooler, cool tone, and I feel like with cool tones I look like I'm wearing makeup. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, so jury's out on this one. On my cheeks, then I'm wearing my lovely NARS Gina. Love you Gina, so much. I just think it's the most perfect color. And then I never showed you guys this, but as a highlighter from NARS, I got the Copacabana Illuminator in this tube. You can get it in the multiple stick, but that was $39 and this was $29. And this gives a little bit more luminosity. I just kind of, this is what I do. I squeeze it up like this and I tap. This is like all that you really need. My finger's dirty, so I like having a, dries fast. And I have that, I like having a cream, and then even if I want to do a little bit more, I use a powder, but I don't have, this is the only cream that I have, so I do love this, love it. Nails, look at my nails. What do you think of that color? I love this color. I think it's really cool. Deborah Lippman makes a color like this, but of course I always look for dupes because it really does kill me to spend anything over $10 on a nail polish. Sometimes it has to be done, but in this case it didn't. This is by Sephora by OPI Break a Leg Warmer. Oh, that's cute. And that's the color right there. It's like a beautiful gray, deep, 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 deep gray. I think that's a nice rich color. And I think that's pretty much it. I did get a sample of this perfume that I am loving. Of course the sample thing didn't work, so the only way I can get it out is to do that, like stab myself. But what the hell, I've got crunching in my ear and might as well just go ahead and stab myself. This is the new perfume by Escada. I forget what it's called. I'll put it in the description when I look it up. It has ylang ylang, pear, rose. I don't love florals usually. I love this. It's not all that expensive. The 1.0 is $46. I probably would have run out and gotten it today had I not gotten towed last night for $131, so I need to find out. I need to get $131. So I might have to sell some stuff. That's what I do. I sell stuff on eBay. Like I look through my pocketbook, my handbag collection, I say, oh, I don't really use this, and then I sell it. Same with perfumes. I sell used perfumes, you know, like half the bottle, whatever, so much on eBay. I can't believe people like to buy a fragrance that is half used, but you know, whatever. Okay, so I really want to hear back from people about the ear thing. Have you ever done this to your ear? This is driving me crazy, and it's making me like, not nauseous, but I just feel like, I don't know, you know, like this. This is what I feel like. All right, everyone, bye. Just adding on to this video, a nail technique that I just did. So I used the gray that you just saw. Then I mattified it, and I ended up getting the Mad About You by Essie, which is less expensive than the Chanel matte. Mattified it and then French tipped it with this silver from Finger Paints. This is called Easel Come, Easel Go. And this is what it looks like. What do you think? Just something fun and different.